They are throwing out the candy there. The police leading up the parade today, starting things off. I'll have you note the police and the parade are all on the proper side of the street. Even though it's a parade, the streets are closed. They're on the right side of the road. They wouldn't drive down the middle of the road. They don't want to be left to center there. Looks like leading off the parade, our first vehicle says K9, stay back. They got some kids and children in the back there. This is the Stafford Police Department. They're going to just keep driving, not even going to talk to us on the way by. See how they are? There they go. They threw candy out. I'll take that. So Stafford, City of Stafford Police Department starting things off. It says K9 unit in there. Next up, we have also the Stafford Police Department. They got some hardened criminals in the back. I'm gonna talk to you because we're gonna stretch this thing out today. Who are you and who you got in the car with you?
I'm Stafford Police Chief Steve Mattias, and this is my wife, Nan. My little daughter Liz, she's 3, and then there's the 2 hardened criminals in the back are Matthew and William.
And wait, how long have you lived in Stafford?
A long 4 months.
Long 4 months. So, and how long have you been the new police chief here?
Since July this year.
Excellent. Well, thank you for visiting with me, and thank you for being the chief of police here in Stafford. Be safe out there. And we got the hardened criminals in the back. They should be in handcuffs, shouldn't they, Chief? Absolutely, he says. All right. Coming up next in the parade lineup here, the Stafford County Sheriff's vehicle. Let's talk to this guy. We're stretching the parade out today, so we're talking to everybody as they go by. Tell us your name.
I'm Robert Murrow.
And how long have you been with the Sheriff's Office?
I've been the sheriff for the past 2 years.
And who have you got in the vehicle with you?
I have my grandson Braxton. He's throwing out candy on the other side.
So, well, he should be in handcuffs too. I'm pretty sure. You got to ride in the back seat. You got to be. Well, thank you, Sheriff, for being here today at the Stafford Oktoberfest. Thanks for being here. Drive safe. Also, the Stafford County Sheriff vehicle coming up next here. Tell us. I'm good. How are you? Tell everybody who you are.
Tom Fisher. I'm the undersheriff for the sheriff's office.
Excellent. Thanks. And who you got in the vehicle with you?
I have my wife Jennifer and my son Bryce.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for doing the job you do and serving your community. Stafford County Undersheriff. Thanks for being here. Well, the Sheriff's Office has out in force today. They are checking things out here in Stafford. Who's in this Sheriff's Office vehicle? And why don't we get your Social Security number and date of birth? No, I'm just kidding. Tell us who you are.
Well, I'm Deputy David Eulenstein.
And who you got with you?
Brand Alma.
And she's throwing out candy on that side. Is that right?
Yes, she is.
No hardened criminals in the back of your car.
Not today.
Excellent. Well, thank you for doing the good job you do, Stafford County Sheriff's Office, being here with us. Next up, carrying our flags for the 2018 Oktoberfest, we have our flag carriers. So let's see, carrying the United States flag, the U.S. flag here, we've got Paisley Beyer, and she is riding Iceman. And she's in first grade. Carrying the Kansas flag, Clint Smith, and he is riding Blueberry. He's also in first grade. And then pre-K, Bristol Beyer, riding Smokey. Which one's Bristol up there? Way up top, there's Bristol. All right. Good to see you. And she's in pre-K. And then also in first grade, Blakeland Sandoval over there on that. Is that a Shetland pony? What kind of horse is that? Little Shetland pony. All right. There was going to be on the main stage today, Tony, the yodeling Shetland pony. But unfortunately with the weather, he can't be here today because he's a little horse. 1, 2, 3 of you. Okay, good. I was just checking. All right, we're going to stop this car right here. I'm just going to stop you right here in the middle of the street. Walk out in front of him here. I've got a lot to read. So this is the Stafford Oktoberfest Committee is proud to present the 2018 Oktoberfest Parade Marshals, Pat and Lee Titus. They're back here in the back. Pat and Lee are both graduates from Stafford High School and lifelong residents of Stafford. Pat and Lee were chosen to be the 2018 Parade Marshals because of their constant and continued involvement in the Stafford community. Pat and Lee constantly lead to the tend to the planters on Main Street, take care of the Milton Garden next to Rama on South Main Street, work at the Senior Center, were involved in the restoration of the Ritz Theater there. Pat and Lee have also worked in the group that started the very first Oktoberfest way back then, 29 years ago now, and worked to start the Christmas Wonderland activities. Currently, both Pat and Lee serve on the Stafford City Council, Stafford County Council for Aging, and are board members of the Stafford Senior Center. Stafford is very important to both Pat and Lee, and they like to see the city of Stafford look nice. On any given day, you'll see Pat and Lee uptown pulling weeds out of the sidewalk, cleaning up the planters, or covering windows in the empty buildings. We'd like to thank both Pat and Lee for their time and dedication, and all the time they give to Stafford, and let them know how much we appreciate they've done for their community. Congratulations, Pat and Lee Titus. That was a good write-up for you. Do you guys have anything to say as our parade marshals? Who gets to have the microphone, or both of you?
We'd like to welcome everybody. We'd like to welcome everybody that came out to be in the weather, and everybody that worked on this parade for the greatest little city in Kansas. Thank you.
They're well done. All right, well, thank you guys for being our parade marshals, and thank you for all the work you do for Stafford. Absolutely, good to see you. All right, coming up next, we've got our Legion Riders. Of course, all the good works the Legion Riders do doesn't go unnoticed. They are raffling off a weapon today. That's Camber Arms. You can still buy tickets. They are $5 for one, or 5 tickets for $20. We've got to make them slow down. It's a parade now. At least they're not doing any wheelies or anything. They're not acting crazy. Of course, sporting the colors for us. Looking good. Legion Riders, thanks for being here. And next, this is a Stafford original. This Parade of Flags float has been all over the state, and it's always an honor to see it here in Stafford. They've got the flags of all of the states in the United States, as well as our branches of military service. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to come out and talk to you. I'm going to climb in your truck because it's warm and the camera's over here on this side. So tell us your name.
Steve Hartnett.
And Steve, tell me about the Parade of Flags. How long have you had this, and where all has it been?
Oh, all the way from Emporia to Dodge City, Concordia, Cedarvale, and everywhere in between. About 20 years.
20 years. So 1998 is when it was made, and you've taken it all those places, and you're proud to show. And it's got all the state flags as well as our military branches. Is that right? All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for bringing the Parade of Flags out. Always a great thing to see here. That is a good looking parade. I was slowing things down to kind of stretch it out, but that parade is still clear down there by the highway. Let's see, what do we got here in this Hummer H2? Tell us your name and what you're driving.
There's a Jeff W. Stafford, and I don't know what year it is. Norman Sanders.
So Norman Sanders driving this big, jacked up Hummer H2. I'm going to guess it's about a 2005. It's a good looking vehicle there. Of course, the POW and the American flag, and it's owned by Jerry Sanders. All right, well, thank you for being here today. That is a pretty awesome ride there. Stafford's first female mayor. I'm going to stop you guys, and I'm just going to turn the microphone over to the mayor if you'd like to say a little something.
Just wanted to say thank you for coming out on such a cold and dreary day, and that I'm thankful that you guys have chosen me to represent Stafford, and I look forward to good things to come. We've had new business open here on Main Street this year. Hope everybody goes down and checks out the new swimming pool, the recreation center, and all the things that we have going on in the past year.
Thank you, Mrs. Mayor. Thanks for being here today. All right, who we got here in this this float in the parade? Lucy Rains, and are you guys representing anybody? You're just here with this beautiful truck and this awesome scarecrow display in the back.
Representing us, I guess.
What kind of truck is this? What are you driving? Do you know?
1948 Chevy.
1948 Chevy. Will this be in the show and shine here in a little bit so they can look at it closer?
Sure.
It is now. All right, excellent. Well, thanks for being here. That is a good look. It looks almost all original. Do you know? It's all original. Original paint. That's amazing. Beautiful truck. And the scarecrows look so realistic in the back. I think he laughed at me. All right, that may have been a real person. All right, this one also looks original. The Custom 20 Deluxe. Who we got and what are you driving?
I'm Trevor, and this is a 1972 all-original Chevy Custom Camper Special.
Camper Special, and will it be in the show and shine later?
Sure.
All right, it is now. Good. Well, thanks for being here today in the parade. That is a good-looking truck as well. That scarecrow looks really weird, too, in the back. You know, throwing out that candy, not eating it. I saw that. What are you doing wearing a Pratt shirt in Stafford? Get him out of here. Get a rope. How's it going, man? Who we got in this automobile? What are you driving?
Well, I'm Craig Finch, and I'm driving for Dennis Teichman, and it's a 1989 C4 Corvette convertible.
Awesome. That looks pretty darn... Why you got the top up, though? What are you doing with that? I'm telling you. You can get right on down this way. That's the parade. Follow that way. Come on down here. We're going to get closer to our cameraman. They're throwing out some candy back there in the back. Well, hello there. How are you, darling? Tell everybody else who you are and what you're driving.
I'm Ruth Teichman. I'm driving for Dennis Teichman. He's off selling his taxi cab, dang it. And this is an 81 El Camino.
All right, will this be in the show and shine later?
Yes.
All right, excellent. So you can come by and check it out. You got a little candy in the back of it there. Someone got some M&Ms back there. Come on down with that Chevy. Who are you and what are you driving?
It's a 1985 El Camino. I'm Skip Potter, riding along with Barry West right here. Yes, sir. It sure will be.
All right, you can check it out, the show and shine. This is the El Camino section of the parade. Thanks for being here. They weren't sure if they wanted a car or a pickup, so they built both. This looks like a class reunion. Yes, indeed. This is the class of 1968. I got some information. The class of 1968 started their 50th reunion last night with a meal where 35 out of 40 surviving graduates got reacquainted. And they have a motto for you, and it is Seniors Great in 68. It's been their motto for 50 years now. Only missing 5 of their remaining classmates. That is a pretty good turnout. I don't know the percentages on that, but I'm going to go with 90 because it's an easy number to remember. So it's good to have you here for Oktoberfest. Thanks for being here. Class of 68. 50th reunion. Well, they're not messing up. They got a intermate, but everything. That's just pretty neat. They're all up there having fun. Notice no helmets or seatbelts on that trailer. In 68, they didn't care. They didn't worry about safety. They're probably throwing out chocolate because you can have chocolate there. That doesn't matter. Let's see who we got up here next. I think I got people walking throwing candy, just bringing whole buckets of candy. Let's see. And is this Greg here? All right, Greg. My name is Kate. I'm going to turn the microphone over to you, and you can tell them who you are and what you're doing.
Oh, okay. I'm representing Greg Lewis. I'm your 113th District State Representative. Good to be here today. Great weather. It's keeping me moving. Enjoy the celebration, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Kansas House. Greg Lewis. All right, let's see who we got coming up here next. Another class reunion. Class of 98 coming up here in the parade next, passing the main intersection. 98. This is their 20th year reunion, and they're here. Is that right? Am I doing the math on that right? About 20 years? 20 years. And so how many were in your class back in 1998? 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're missing about 10. So about 50% there. The class of 68 is kicking your heinies. That's all right. The last graduating class out of the old school. Well, there you go. That's excellent. Oh, they got a heater and a tent. That just means they're tougher than you still. That's all that means. That you got a tent and a heater in there. There's probably a keg of beer, I'm guessing, in there too. Just a cooler. No, it's too cold for that. They're drinking hot cocoa. That's right. It's the 20th reunion. I forgot. All right, let's see who. These guys are toughing it too. They don't have no heater or tent or anything. This is the class of 03 coming up here next. Class of 2003. And how many were in your class? 18. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got about half as well. So that's not. Class of 68 is just whooping all of y'all up. But there was like 40 of them still. I don't know how they do that. Thanks for wearing a big plastic bag. This guy doesn't want to get cold, so. He's mainly worried about his hair. He can flip that hoodie up. Listen to you. All right. There's all their names on there, and they went all out on that float. They got music and hay bales. All right, let's see who's coming up next here. The Stafford High class of 73. Now we're talking. the best class. I'm a 1973 model myself, but so tell us, how many were in your class?
44, 22 boys, 22 girls.
Well, that's neat. Did they all get married? That would have been really neat if they'd all gotten married. You guys probably could have arranged something like that. So how many got here today? 16. That's not bad. The class of 68 is whooping all of you, though. Oh, they got like 34 or 36. I don't remember the numbers. It's been a long time ago. I'm not going to tell them you said that. They look like they could spry and they could probably take us all. So, well, thank you for being here, class of 73. They're still partying hard. They do have some safety straps on their little benches, though, because they're not, crazy like the class of 68. Class of 68, they don't even drive seatbelts in their cars. All right, coming up next here, they literally cut the seatbelts out of their cars. The class of 68 people just right off the charts. All right. Coming up next here, we got some, this is the Stafford County Fire Rescue Vehicle. It's got probably all kinds of rescue equipment in it. Thank you guys for what you do. Thanks for being here. Who are you and who's in the vehicle with you?
John Sanders and my son Kenny.
Good to have you guys here, and thanks for being on the fire department. This is Stafford County Fire Rescue. Yeah, I like it. It's scaring me with that horn. Good, how are you doing? Good to see you. All right, I'm going to jump up here with you. I'm qualified. You're not going to get stopped like that. All right, you keep driving. Tell us who you are, what you're driving.
Ed McLeish, the city fire truck for City of Stafford.
And who you got in here with you?
This is the fire chief, Jerry Sanders.
There you go. Good to have you, Jerry. Now, don't drive too fast. You're going to hit the truck in front of us. Give him a little siren and stuff like that. And tell us what you were saying about the class of 68.
It's a great class.
Now, are you one of those class of 68 members?
Dayton, Kansas, I was.
Oh, well, that's close enough. All right, good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the ride on the fire truck there. Stafford Volunteer Fire Department. It's got a little moist out here, but we can do it. Coming up next, Stafford County EMS. This is unit number 2. Who we got in the vehicle here?
My daughter.
Tell us all of you. What's your name?
My name's Brandon, Shelly, and Ellie.
And are you an EMT? You're an EMT? Excellent. Well, thanks for being here today. Give them some. That's you. That's your side. They're just playing with the siren. All right. Thanks for being here. This says, "Let little children come to me." This is the First Baptist Church. First Baptist Church bus. Who's in the bus here? Who you driving and who you got with you?
This is Virginia Elliott and her sister Vanjie Wendelberg. We got all these kids.
All right, well, thanks for being here today. The First Baptist Church bus. WWJD. It says, "Let the little children come to me," and the little children in the bus. It's a bus load of little children. You can call that phone number to ride the bus. Well, look at this here. Wildcat Limited, it says. This does not look street legal. Who are you and what are you driving?
Matt Hildebrand, and we're advertising Sand Creek Ranch. We raise quarter and paint horses and Angus and Hereford crossbred cattle.
Wow, so what do you do with those cattle? Do those become food or what?
Yeah, we raise them up and sell them, and now we're raising horses to sell, and we've got a stud service too to breed outside mares.
Well, that is pretty cool. Well, thank you for raising some food for us and bringing this awesome ride and representing there. All right, drive safe. Be careful out there. Sand Creek Ranch vehicle. Coming up next, these folks aren't messing around. How you doing? Good to see you. Silly boys. Sure. Oh, that's nice. All right, good. And who we got? Let's see. Looking for your sign. Who is in the back here? Oh, she's throwing sparkles out. Oh, tell everybody.
Andy Cross for cross rye removal.
For cross what?
Rye and weed removal.
Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you for being here. Rye and weed removal. They can take care of it for you if you need your rye or weeds removed. All right, excellent. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks for being in the parade, doing the float. They got some streamers on their float and some decorations. It says happy birthday on the back. Whose birthday? I don't know. It's her birthday. All right, well, happy birthday to you. We are not messing around. The parade is coming. The Stafford Trojans class of 1983 back here. I can't even do the math on that one. So how many were in the class of 83? 32. And how many you got with you? 15. Well, that's where they're just guessing. They're just making it. One of them's like 25. That was like 60 of us. They have no idea. They started partying good. Where you just can't just drive by. It's a parade. Watch where you're going. Tell us your name and what you know. You're still driving. What's your name?
We're with them.
You're with them, and you're just picking up the mess they leave behind.
Sure.
What's your names?
Amaya and Malia. Amaya. Malia.
Malia and I. All right. Well, thank you very much for being here. Drive safe now. Not even wearing. They got their seatbelts on. They're not messing. Look at this guy in the big old semi. Oh, I like that noise. Look at that. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm gonna climb up here and talk. Hi. Tell everybody who you are and who you're towing back there.
Jason Coker, class of 2013.
Look at his rearview mirror to see if they were still back there. So, well, thanks for being here, driving that great big semi. Farm. Look at this, the class of 2013. You guys are just 5 years out of high school. You don't even know what's going on. You know, you're going to big. How many were there in your graduating class? Probably less than this. There were 12. 12 of you. All right. Well, they don't have a campfire, but they got their Michelob Ultra on there, so they are not messing around. And they've got a little rock garden in the back. They brought all their pet rocks with them. Thanks for being those. They're dragging the beverages behind. Looks like they just all got married, like it was some kind of thing in the South, and they got their beer cans on the back. All right, the parade is getting close to wrapping up here. What do we got here? We got the fiber powered. I'm going to talk to you. It's not that easy. You don't just get to drive by. Tell us your name and what you're representing here.
Andrea McKernan and Derek Rowe, and we're with Golden Belt Telephone. So we sell internet and cable TV and landline phones.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being out here for the parade today. We appreciate it. That's a pretty neat looking man. Got it all wrapped and fancy. These folks are, the people are coming out of the crowd to shake the hand of this crew. The class of 1978 here from Stafford High School having their reunion this year. I'm going to cross across right here so we can get you on the right side. So how many were in your class? Oh, they're all afraid to talk on the microphone. It's okay, it won't hurt you. They're talking on that side. 31 in your class here tonight. And how many got? No one's counted. They're not even in it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you got about a third. So you're on the chart. Like 1968's up here. All the rest of the classes you guys are right here. About a half. They got like 90%. But that's okay. Next year maybe try and get more. We just pick on you. Hey, thanks for being here, class of 1978. They all signed their sign there. That is great to have you in the parade and bringing a float. Oh, those are the ones that have passed. Those are classmates that could not be here with us today that have passed on. All right, well, that's even better. Thank you very much. You folks have a good one. Class of 78. And here we got, is that Loya Construction? All right, excellent. That guy is shaking everybody's hand. I like it. He came out of the crowd. So who you got here in the vehicle?
My name is Carla. This is Jasmine, Rogelio, my sister Sarah, and Idalia.
What kind of construction do you guys do?
They do all kinds of construction. They do a lot of tile work, they do bathrooms, they do kitchens, and everyone around here knows.
That is absolutely perfect. So you know who to call for your construction, Loya Construction. Thank you guys for being here today and being in the parade. You know, if there was somebody riding in those seats in the back, they're not there anymore. Just letting you know, they're probably out building something. Looks like this may be wrapping up the parade to the Stafford County Sheriff. That brings up to the grand total of 4 vehicles for the Stafford County Sheriff bringing out here today. Let's talk to this guy here. What's your name and how long have you been with the Sheriff's Office?
Bill, and I've been here 18 years.
18 years, Bill. Well, thanks for being here. Don't forget to turn the siren and clear all those kids out of the way out there. We'd love to hear the siren. Stafford County Sheriff. Well, there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. That is the 29th annual Stafford Oktoberfest Parade 2018 edition. And it's just, it's a lot of fun. Thanks for all the parade participants for being here. Thanks for everybody for coming out and braving the little chilly weather. It's a little chill in the weather today. It's almost like fall or winter out here. So we're getting it going.